Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Black with Black TV. We'll give reviews and hip hop news. And today, Terrence Howard is actually saying that P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs tried to do something with him. But first, go ahead and put in the comment section your Cash App, and I will be doing a $250 cash giveaway when I reach 10,000 subscribers. All you gotta do is put your Cash App in the comment section below, like, comment, and subscribe, and you are entered. So Terrence Howard got on a PBD podcast to, reveal some shocking secrets and stuff what he's got going on in the dark side of Hollywood.
There's a short life in
Why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
Yo, I kind of agree with him on that. It's like, it ain't to where that if you actually do something and you do something, it's like you can't look yourself in a mirror. Once you do something that's immoral and against your morals, like you can't look at yourself in the mirror. And it, like, from what he's saying, is like when you stoop to that level, it's gonna be kind of hard to actually get back on that level where you call yourself a man or you have the man morals. Because me personally, I go off of man morals. Like I ain't a street dude or whatever, but over everything in my life, I have morals as a man. And I actually understand where he's coming from on that.
That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head.
And Justin Bieber is wilding out right now. Like, I don't know what he got going on and what kind of music he's actually trying to put out there, but somebody need to sit Justin Bieber down and be like, hey homie, what's wrong? What's going on? Even with Orlando Brown, it's like Orlando Brown seems like he's going through some trouble right now. It's like You ain't no way you can tell me he's been acting like that majority of his life. But Raven Simone, you know, she said on the interview that he basically was kind of like that when younger. He's a brilliant man, but you know, even Kanye West. I mean, Kanye West, like, I just believe ever since his mother passed away, it's like he just been on one. He's never got off the train.
Things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal.
And that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, you have, as a man, you have to have morals, stuff you stand on, because if you ain't got morals to stand on, you'll fall for anything. You'll fall for anything.
And what we were brought in here as men, we produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh,
wow.
Okay, now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept.
And you want to know something? Like, when you have that type of man right there, most people is not gonna like that kind of man, because he's gonna tell you no. Like, in any situation, that man is gonna tell you no in certain situations, because it's that line he's not gonna cross.
So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit, because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the Chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it.
So yeah, basically Terrence Howard said Puffy tried to fuck him. He tried to fuck him. This is just one of plenty stories that celebrities or artists or whatever actually said about P. Diddy. And it's nothing new. It's nothing new. I mean, this is a great story for Terrence Howard to say about P. Diddy, but it's like telling us water is wet. After all the stuff we've been hearing over the years about P. Diddy, it's like saying water is wet. Now, speaking of Diddy, Cassie plans to testify against Diddy, not anonymously. Basically saying that she's gonna say her real name in the testimony against P. Diddy, which is gonna allude to all kind of documentations like victim 1, victim 2. She's gonna specify which victim she's in all those documentations. So it basically says Cassie plans on testifying during Diddy's upcoming trial, and it won't be anonymous, TMZ has confirmed. Victim 1 is prepared to testify under her own name during the upcoming trial, where Diddy will defend himself against charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage prostitution. Cassie is the person known as Victim 1. There are 3 other alleged victims who have requested their identities remain secret during the trial. Prosecutors say using whatever that word is instead of real names will prevent harassment and other adverse consequences for alleged victims. Just last month, prosecutors in the case finally handed over the names of the 3 anonymous women in Diddy's legal team, so he's aware of who's leveling accusations against him. Cassie's identity had already become public because of the indictment references at a hotel beating, so we all seen it. So yeah, basically Diddy's trial is right around the corner. Terrence, and it's not even making it any better with the Terrence Howard going here talking about he tried me when I tried to teach him acting. But the most important question is, do you think Terrence Howard is actually telling the truth about what happened with him and P. Diddy? Like, do you think Diddy was really trying to try him, or do you think Diddy was just kind of high and he was just zoning out or something of that nature? Put that in the comment section below. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. You have to like, comment your Cash App in the comment section, and subscribe in order for a chance to win $250 on my live stream when I hit 10,000 subs. So with that being said, I holla next time on Black TV.